Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler and today we have a comparison video. Today we are comparing the Civivi McKenna and the CJRB RIA. Justin, don't lose your shit. It'll be okay. So as usual, we grade things on 7 different topics. I'm doing this without a sheet of paper in front of me. So we got aesthetics, ergonomics, fidget factor, blade shape, quality feel, value, and carry. Okay, so those are our 7 categories. We're going to go on down the list. I'm kind of doing this, you guys know me, I do a free format everything, so I'm going to compare these two almost like it's a battle to the death from what Slicey Dice does, although he does a way better job, and we're just going to start taking it from there. All right, so first of all, aesthetics. You know, because this isn't the quest for King Civivi or anything like that, like, you guys tell me. You take a look at them. They're two totally different designs. Like, even though the size is the same, the blades are so similar. Everything about this is similar, but the freaking aesthetics. The aesthetics remind me of somebody on a spaceship versus, like I said, grandpa outside hunting, right? Here's the hunter, here's the spaceship. That's just what it looks like to me. So it's kind of choose your preference. I'm going to let you guys do that. I'm not even going to call it you know what? No. If you guys want my fucking opinion, which you're watching this video, so maybe you do, I do like the CJRB RIA's look better, and that's not for the fact that it has those carbon fiber scales, which cost the same, so it shouldn't matter. It's just, I mean, it's a cool looking knife. It is a very classy carry, especially for 35 bucks, like insane. All right, so aesthetics, just for shits and gigs, it's going to the RIA. Let's go to ergonomics. Like I said, good thing about the RIA is you can get a full finger purchase. My hammies are on there, and you can see I got plenty of room down there, right? It's no freaking secret that this is nice. This one, I don't get a full finger purchase. I can choke up tiny bit and bear down. Does that win? I don't know, because am I going to bear down on either one of these knives? I hope not, because I'm going to snap the shit out of that blade. So ergonomics, I mean, if I had to go by without this portion right here where you bear down, it definitely goes to the RIA. But when I can do this, it makes it even. This isn't even comfortable. This is a hot spot doing it like this right here, but it at least lets you grip it and go. Whereas like this, you're definitely going to fucking cut yourself, so you're going to have to use this like a gentleman's folder. Ergonomics, we're going to give them a tie. I think they're small knives, and unlike the Fahrenheit Falcon, where you can fucking get in there, you know, these aren't that type of knife. So ergonomically, I'm going to give them a tie. It's just, it is what it is. Let's go into blade. Ooh. Let's first take a look at the McKenna. The dirty ass McKenna. Where's my fucking... Hold on. That's rude. Just rude. Absolutely obnoxious. There we go. Now she's pretty. Okay. So, just take a look at this blade. That awesome sheep's foot straight style. Ironically, I love this, but I hate Tanto blades right now because I hate the way they cut. But I love this. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But super thin behind the edge with a full flat grind. CJRB RIA. Super thin behind the edge with a full flat grind. No sheep's foot, just your typical drop point style blade with smuts on there because I'm a little slit. Let's get out here. So, right? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So blade shape and design, I mean, realistically, take it or leave it, right? I mean, they're kind of the same, even though they're so different. You know, they're both D2. Who knows which D2 is better? They're both probably the thinnest blades behind the edge I've ever experienced. They both have a full flat grind. You know, if I were to give it to anything, just popped into my head, maybe you give it to the McKenna because it doesn't have the thumb stud. Is the thumb stud in the cutting path? No. But I'm just trying to find an excuse. The drop point blade gives you a little bit more cutting edge. You know, tie. All right, so we got one aesthetic for the RIA, the ergonomics, and the blade are a tie. Let's go into, what do we got? Blade, ergonomics, carry? We can go into carry. Okay, so carry. Let's take a look here. Just so you guys can see. Okay, so the McKenna does look a tad bit smaller, and I'm not going to measure it, but what I am going to measure is the weight. Just out of shit. I don't know if you guys are like me, but freaking, let's see what they do when they tag team. They're tag teaming that shit. So together, these knives weigh under 4 ounces. Are you fucking shitting me? That's hilarious. All right, so these two knives together weigh under 4 ounces. Hilarious. All right, like we said in the other video, 2.2, which means this one's gonna weigh 1.79. Ah, you prick. Okay, 1.78. So the McKenna is about 0.4 of an ounce thinner, if I did that math right. Or not thinner, less weight. Pocket clips, very, very similar, right? You know, you got this nice and smooth, almost like chromed out steel here with mirror polish or whatever, with just the swoop, which is perfect. You know, you don't have that. This doesn't have a swoop. It's got this little catch point right here, which, again, I hear reviewers talk about it. I don't really know what the hell they're talking about. This one's a little bit different. They're talking about, let's see if I can find one. Reviewers hate this. They hate that. They fixed that on the RIA. That little swoop and then back up. I'll show you guys so you guys see what I'm talking about. It comes in, swoops down, and then comes back up. This, it just goes angled down, comes up. That's the difference. They say that it gets caught or whatever. Fuck it. I don't really care. So carry. Well, what the fuck? Super smooth, in and out of your pocket, fits just fine. A little bit heavier. This one's super light, a little bit more textury, just based on the G10 versus the carbon fiber. You know, not a big deal. Front flipper. I mean, that may be a detriment to it because this is not a flipper. This is a stud, thumb stud. But and then this sticks out a little bit more. So, which one wins? As far as carry goes, once again, a fucking tie, because this does stick out a little bit more and has that front flipper that pokes out. But this is a little bit heavier and a little bit longer, and, you know, take that or leave it. So they're getting a tie. So right now, the only thing determining this is the aesthetics, which is hilariously whatever. Fidget factor. Is this ridiculously satisfying to fidget with? Yeah. That thing flies open like a bat out of hell. I mean, that thing, I'm not trying to, that was me just doing it like, how am I trying to say this? Just barely trying to open it. That's what that is. Okay? McKenna. Don't hold that against McKenna. I haven't given this much love lately. But, look at that. My favorite thing to do with McKenna. Ugh. One more time. You guys probably can't hear a difference. I can. Because did I give the Ergonomics a tie? Rewind. Ergonomics go to the McKenna. Reason the Ergonomics go to the McKenna, because it was a tie, is this is ambidextrous. So you're able to fit more people. I don't know if Ergonomics or Carry get the win for that, because they were both the same. So give it to one or the other. Because this is ambidextrous, you do have to give it a little bit more credit. Moving on. Fidget factor. Once again, going to the McKenna, because that liner lock, super easy to access. Whereas this one, you see how I have to get my thumb all up in that shit. Just the meat of the tip to get it, really. Oh, shit. So, fidget factor, you're going to want to really be having access to that liner lock. And you get that out of the McKenna. So, McKenna is actually winning because we're going to give it a little bit of credit for being ambidextrous. What do we got here? That's 5. I'm missing quality. Ooh, quality. Now, I say quality feel, but taking a look at these, both of these blades are centered. Both of the actions, and I can't do this one with my left hand. I'm gonna Switch. Both of the actions, I can't do it with this one on my left hand. I am that retarded on my left hand. Are great. The action's great on both of these. There's no blade play in this whatsoever. Smudging. No blade play in this whatsoever. No back and forth. No back and forth. Is the carbon fiber great? No, it's like plastic. I mean, realistically, the carbon fiber reminds me of like a plastic laminate. It's not. It's supposed to be real carbon fiber to my knowledge. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. But, you know. Out of sheer curiosity, I don't remember what this is. Yeah, so they both got the T8 body screws. Quality. When I don't know which one has a better quality, I usually resort to how it feels in hand, right? Just like I did for the Quest for King Civivi. This feels more sturdy in hand, but I'm trying to look at this and look for little things like this little jimping section here, and like just little things that they paid attention to with the McKenna. This full backspacer right there, you know. Oh, rewind again. The McKenna gets a minus point because while this is ambidextrous, this has a lanyard, so it gets that point back. So it's tied right now. Quality feel, I don't know. This is G10 versus this plastic, you know, stuff. Is there a lot of work that went into the McKenna? No, not really. Is there a lot of work that went into this? Not really. You know, maybe give it a tie. So they're tied 1 for 1, right? Out of everything. Aesthetics are going to the CJRB RIA, and then what did I give that one to? The blade? The fuck did I give this one to? This one got a point. Ergonomics and shit. I don't even remember. I think it was the blade. I don't fucking remember. It got a point though. That's why I should write this stuff down. It got a point, so that I know for a fact that they're tied. It did pull away because it was Ergonomics and Scary, maybe. Fuck it. So tied 1-1. Everything else. We are down to value, guys. I know that this one only won the aesthetics so far, if that helps. Everything else is really a tie, except for whatever the hell this one. We're down to value, though. So, those of you who know these knives know where I'm going. The CJRB RIA takes the cake for value. Why? D2. Carbon fiber-ish G10. You know, same thing. This isn't a titanium or anything. Like, there is nothing value-wise in the McKenna that the RIA does not account for. Now, does that saying like we hate the McKenna? No. The McKenna has a very unique thing that appeals to people. But if you're going for value, this is 50% the price. 50 fucking %. That's insane. First of all, this knife, in all fairness to the McKenna, this knife is underpriced. The RIA, in my opinion, underpriced for what you're getting. I feel like this should be closer to a $45 or $50 knife. It's nice. It's really nice, guys. But I also think this is overpriced. I think the McKenna should be closer to a $50 knife, you know? So the value is definitely going to the RIA. The winner of this comparison video, or the Quest for King Mini-Me, is the CJRB RIA. If you're looking for a knife in this realm of this size, and you're looking for your best bang for your buck, this is where you go. Same blade steel, same blade length, a little bit different blade shape. You're getting the Isham design, and that's realistically what you're paying for with the McKenna is the Isham design. I'm not hating on the McKenna, sorry, Justin, but it's just $35, guys, and you get this. Awesome satin finish, fully flat ground. I mean, just great. So there you guys have it. CJRB McKenna versus CJRB RIA versus the Civivi McKenna. The RIA wins. And that's not what we expected when I unboxed all these knives for CJRB. I mean, we expected Civivi to just decimate everything they do after I seen the quality issues, but it's not the case here. They really stepped it up. So this has been Everyday EDC. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay sharp. Have a great day.